with our good brother Cam Newton, man. And y'all know Cam Newton. Cam Newton is one of those brothers that ain't scared to say what he feels needs to be said. And he's rattling feathers again. Stephen A. Smith jumped right in the fire because he felt offended. Everyone doesn't know about his show. Go figure. The first take, Stephen A. Smith is upset because a top quarterback doesn't know about First Take and all of the people broadcasting on First Take. But hey, man, Cam has a point, man, with his comments about the Patriots and Drake Maye, I guess. You want to put Drake Maye in there, calling them fool's gold, right? He has a point, but don't get it twisted. Like we just talked about, Dries, the Patriots are a good team, because they are well coached and they have a genius offensive coordinator in Josh McDaniels, if you didn't know. You know what I mean? And that record, man, that path, man, the road to the Super Bowl through the AFC, man, is wide open in my opinion. And I don't see a for sure winner in the AFC right now. So it's wide open. And the path for the Patriots, like you said, just in the AFC East, we seen the Bills go down today. Patriots are number one, man.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know about the playoffs when the playoffs come, but number one seed for sure, because they got the easiest schedule left, man. They gotta play some easy teams.
I don't know about the playoffs when the playoffs come.
But I know they're gonna be the number one seed. They're gonna have that first round bye. They're not playing the wild card.
Yeah, man. That's 2 games. There's only 2 games you need to get to the Super Bowl. That is the recipe to get into the Super Bowl. That's a recipe when you set out your goals for your season, man. Win your division, be number one seed in the conference, and get that first round bye. And you only have to win 2 games to get to the Super Bowl. That sounds way easier than playing that wild card game, playing another game, and then, that's too many games to have to win straight to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But like I said, man, Cam, he does have a point. You know what I mean? The Patriots and Mike Vrabel, man, they are in a good place, right? And I think it's about good timing. Timing, it handles a lot of issues, right? And timing for the Patriots is the biggest thing they got going to win a Super Bowl or make it to the Super Bowl. Because like we said, talked about the schedule, getting Mike Vrabel, him landing Josh McDaniels, everything timed up perfectly. But Cam Newton, man, he seems to think, and these are his words, like I said, fool's gold, right? He think the Patriots are fool's gold, meaning they aren't like that. And the Patriots aren't like that. And they will be a one and done when the playoffs come around. That's his words. And Drake Maye responded saying he doesn't know what show Cam Newton is on. And whoo, that got Stephen A. Smith uptight. Stephen A. Smith could not go one day without clapping back. And let me tell you, man, he's going off. Let's listen to Stephen A. Smith.
He can run it, he's tough, he's poised, and he's absolutely dynamic in the pass game. And this team under Mike Vrabel can win the AFC Championship.
He's also a liar.
Oh.
He's also a liar. First of all, let me tell you, it's not to brag, listen. Pardon the interruption.
That was pretty stern and loud and proud. He's also a liar. Man.
Is the number one show on ESPN spanning 20 plus decades. First Take is the number one morning show, 13 years and counting. April will be 14 years. Don't tell me you are an athlete and you don't know that. Don't tell me you are an athlete and you don't know that Cam Newton ain't on this show. You're lying. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to take it to a more serious tone with that because I get what
Does it sound a little self-centered to y'all? Or is it just me? Or maybe like everyone should know. Everyone in the world should know. Or if you play sports, you should know everything about Stephen A. Smith's show. Let's carry on.
You're coming from RC, and I don't disagree with you. But how about athletes looking out for athletes? I remember when there was a time when it was so much media that we were saying, athletes, once you're not playing anymore because of your expertise, y'all should be on TV. The opportunity should be there. One of the problems sitting here right in front of y'all, right? This is First Take. There's nothing that I know about football. Opportunity should be there. One of the problems sitting here right in front of y'all, right?
That's what he's trying. He's boasting again. He's boasting and bragging. He's acting like he's giving us athletes the opportunity to sit in that seat in front of him on first take. He can't help but be a self-centered guy and think that he owns the media world and everyone should. Oh my gosh, these type of people here. Carry on.
This first take. There's nothing that I know about football that they haven't taught me. I was a reporter. Ain't play no damn football. Don't tackle me. Don't hit me. No, I don't want it. You understand what I'm saying? I sit up there and I learn from these folks, the people that played in this game, that, oh, when it's over, what are we looking for? What do we want to do? And the media offers former professional athletes opportunities that corporate America, for the most part, ain't doing. But a professional athlete performing because he in his feelings, because somebody might have critiqued him or some weak.
Hurry up, brother. You just rambling now. Just hurry up. You caught up and you don't know what to say and you trying to bring it back in, but go ahead.
Reporter or pundit on radio gonna ask the question out of context. Out of context. They misquote Cam, all right, because like Cam said, he was talking about the Patriots, not him. And you're going to ask the question, well, ask it accurately instead of misrepresenting Cam Newton. And if you're a player, how about knowing that, yo, Drake Maye, you were at Carolina. We like what we're seeing from you now. We didn't see that last year in New England. We damn sure didn't see it in North Carolina. This brother right here is a national champion.
And all that sounded at the end out of context. He ain't know how to reel it in and conclude his little segment going off on Drake Maye, man. But let me tell you, Stephen A. Smith, man, he's a wild man. He's a wild man to call someone a liar in front of a national audience about something he doesn't have any facts about. That's shocking. He's calling Drake Maye a liar in front of a national audience about something he has no facts about. And let me tell y'all, young players entering the NFL really don't focus on sports shows or know who is what and what is what.
That's a fact.
What time, what comes on, what's the name of this show, and so on and so forth. I damn sure didn't until someone mentions my name or their name in a negative way. Then we become familiar with what's going on because we want to respond. We want some smoke. We got something to say. That's the only reason these sports shows have our attention when we're playing football. Other than that, we aren't thinking about these sports shows. If anything, put our highlights on your sports show, and that's all I want to see. You put my highlights on your sports show. Let me hear you talk about my highlights. And yeah, I want to watch your sports show because I want to see my highlights. But other than that, bro, I might want to hear you speak about football. And like you said, Drake getting beside himself, man.
You talking about for 14 years, we've been the number one show, man. I never paid attention to none of the shows that come on. Honestly, I don't know who's the cast members or whoever you call the host and all that stuff for shows. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Then to make matters worse, when First Take airs, Drake Maye is usually at practice or in meetings or something like that. He really doesn't know what's going on. Stephen A. Smith, you are really beside yourself, brother. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith just thinks everyone in the sports world knows him and what he's accomplished. He's the type of guy, man. He's the type of guy that if you don't know who he is in public, he feels offended. He gets in the feelings a little bit. And you have to watch out for those type of people. Those type of people, they tend to be snakes, man. They'll go right behind your back, even though you good with them. Y'all good peoples and things like that. But they'll go right behind your back and snake you because it has to be all about them. And you heard, I don't know if y'all heard about Stephen A. Smith and Max Callahan, but yes, those are the snaking stories, you know what I mean? For Drake Maye, man, it sucks, man. It sucks for a younger player that looked up to an older player that's on television being critical, right? To see your favorite player when you were a kid critique you as an adult, I mean, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking, but it's reality. There's no way around it, you know? There's just no way around it. But it's definitely heartbreaking. And Drake Maye feels like Cam Newton's comments, man, were directed towards him, which they really wasn't, but they really are because he's talking about the team. And when you're the quarterback of the team, you take the praise and you take the faults. You know what I mean? So when he's talking about fool's gold, I'm sure that struck Drake Maye in the heart. But Drake Maye has always been a big fan of Cam Newton, man. And even last year, him talking after games and doing the Superman and things like that. So I know it was heartbreaking for him to see Cam Newton say some critical things like that. But gotta live with it, man. You know? And I just think, man, for us, me first, you got Cam Newton as well and the other players as well. It's just hard for us to evaluate quarterbacks nowadays because there are only so many quarterbacks playing ball like we are used to seeing 10 and 15 years in the past. You know, we just
any, honestly.
Right. You know what I mean? We just recently stopped seeing potentially the best quarterbacks to do it in Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Peyton Manning, you know? And yeah, man, it's hard, man. It's hard not to expect quarterbacks to play at that level we're used to seeing because that's what we're used to seeing. What you want me to do?